So an interesting game, none to say the least, but the Bourne Braves lose their second straight game. Episode 9 of Tomahawk Talk. We're here to break it all down. Kyle Kirchvold, Michael Stern. I'm Troy Lynch. It was Patrick Raby who was on the bump for the Bourne Braves tonight. Coming out of Vanderbilt, we all thought he was going to do some great stuff. However, it was a rough going, not just for him, but for the whole Bourne Braves pitching staff who gave up 8 walks in the game.
Yeah, Raby individually was really living at the bottom of the zone, and that's exactly where you want to be. The issue was the leadoff extra base hits and the walks. And walks and extra base hits do not go together whatsoever. It's not like that whole donut and hamburger combo. It's much, much different. The issue is you walk 2 guys to start the inning. That makes an extra base hit even more painful than it would be if you had no one on, and that's just simple baseball. And, sometimes that happens, but I thought Raby really rebounded those next few innings, but just the bullpen, it just really wasn't there tonight. We've seen a lot of success out of this bullpen throughout the course of the season. I don't know, maybe it has something to do with playing 8 straight games. That might have something to do with it, but it just didn't look there tonight. Credit to the Brewster hitters. They took advantage of their opportunities, but just not a great outing by the Bourne pitching tonight.
The Bourne pitching was a little bit rough. However, so was the Bourne Braves hitting. However, they started to hit the ball relatively well late in the game. In the 6th inning, you like to call it classic baseball, Michael. What exactly happened?
Well, the Braves hit the ball hard all inning, had runners on the corners, nobody out. Connor McVeigh hits the ball hard, but it's a line out to second. Get a base hit by Willie Yahn to cut the lead to 4-2. And then the batter after Yahn, which was, I believe, it was Mendoza, hits the ball hard as well, but it's another line out. This time a line out, a leaping grab, actually, by the first baseman, Gahagan. It was a great play. He's able to tag the bag also ahead of Yahn. And that ends an inning where the Braves hit the ball hard 5 times. They get 3 hits, but they only get 1 run to show for it. And that was sort of when you start to get the feeling perhaps it's not the Braves' night. To compound things in the bottom of the 7th, Jimmy Herron hits a hard line drive back to the pitcher, Arobio, who's able to snare it and convert. So 2 line-out double plays doesn't happen very often. Classic baseball where sometimes you don't get what you deserve as far as how hard you hit the ball.
Well, it wasn't necessarily the Braves' night. However, it was Willie Yawns. He drove in the 2 lone runs the Braves have scored, and Kyle caught up with him after the game.
It was the second loss in as many games for the Braves as they fall to the Whitecaps tonight by a score of 7-2. But I'm joined by one of the bright spots in the Braves lineup tonight, Willie Yahn, physically with the hair and with the bat tonight. Willie, you had a really solid night at the plate, 2 for 4. You accounted for both your team's RBIs. Overall, you guys were really putting the bat on the ball. You're hitting it hard, but just right at guys.
Yeah, it was right at guys. I thought the swings were really well up and down the lineup, and we just didn't get much luck on the offensive side, and we just couldn't make up for the runs that came across for the Whitecaps. So.
Defensively, you also had an incredibly nice play over third. You needed to use every inch you had to make the snag and turn the double play. Have you had fun playing third base so far this summer?
I have fun playing third base all the time. I'm just trying to make plays for the pitchers and try and get them off the rubber as fast as they can back into the dugout with a couple outs.
Well, now it is Father's Day, and I know we had you shout out on Snapchat, and if you don't follow us on Snapchat, you should, at Bourne Braves. Get on that, check out Willie Yahn. Willie, anything else you'd like to say for Father's Day here, maybe to some personal family, anything you've got?
Absolutely. Happy Father's Day to Walter Yahn out there, and happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
I love my dad! Good stuff here from Willie Yahn. We got support from all over the field. Willie, thanks for joining me. Have a great rest of your Father's Day. I'll send it back to Tomahawk Talk.
All right, let's move on to the next segment. Players of the game should be a little bit tougher. In the last episodes, we've had a lot of options. Now it's kind of narrowed down. Michael, who do you have?
Well, it's Game 7 of the NBA Finals tonight, so I'm going to give it to today's best rebounder, and that has to be Brendan Little. Had a little bit of a rough outing his first time out, but boy, it couldn't have gone better for him tonight. Pitches the 9th, pitches a clean 9th, 1, 2, 3. Lot of movement, lot of speed on his fastball. Strikes out a couple hitters. Terrific performance for him if he can keep it up. You talked about some bullpen struggles. If he can keep going like this, he could go a long way towards making this bullpen a lot more potent for the Braves.
All right, a good pick. Brendan Little having a much better appearance in his second game as a Brave. And for you, Kyle?
Well, if we're sticking with the NBA Finals references, I'm going to go with the Flash here with the J.R. Smith, the electrifying player. That's got to be Willie Yahn. He's an electric guy out there physically and with the hair, don't forget. But tonight, yeah, an outstanding game. He was one of the few Bourne Braves hitters that was really able to dissect what was happening on the mound for Brewster. So got to give it to Willie Yahn, especially that fantastic play over at third base, the leaping grab turning into a double play. That's a really hard play to make, especially throwing it all the way across the diamond. That's a hard play to make at second, much less at third. So fantastic play by Willie Yahn. Good job behind the bat at the batter's box tonight. So he gets my player of the game.
Well, I'll try to keep the NBA references going. I think my king will go to Gahagan, the first baseman who was the momentum stopper against the Braves tonight. Had a phenomenal game playing at first. He was aggressive also in the batter's box, but more importantly, he made a lot of great plays to stop a lot of Braves runs. But my king, did I already say king?
You said king.
Okay, well, my MVP.
You can emphasize that. That's
Yeah,
okay.
that's
right.
okay. But my MVP is going to have to go with Tyler Zuber, the pitcher from Arkansas State University. The guy was lights out, pitched 6 strong innings. He had a lot of defense behind him. However, only gave up 2 runs, and he got the win for the Brewster Whitecaps tonight. The final score here at Dorn Park, 7-2. Guys, do you have any Father's Day shout-outs? Happy Father's Day once again. Kyle, do you?
Yeah, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, and especially my dad. I love you, Pops. Have a great day celebrating.
Likewise, ditto. Happy Father's Day, Dad.
Yeah, Dad, happy Father's Day. I'm sorry I couldn't be there to celebrate it with you, but we know you're watching, and thank you so much for letting us do this, be here. So for all of the fathers out there, for the players, for the staff, for us, happy Father's Day, and we'll see you tomorrow as the Bourne Braves will be back in action, and that'll go at 6 o'clock against the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. Episode 10 will be then.